remember when Tucker said that the NSA was spying on him? Mainstream media says that's insane. He's a conspiracy theorist. And then this: NSA confirmed to have unmasked Tucker Carlson in surveilled communications. So, this is the interesting thing. It says, a NSA review confirms Tucker Carlson was unmasked in communications between two third parties. Okay, great. But why? Well, maybe we'll find out. Maybe we won't. But that just goes to confirm that he was correct. And now the other people that said he was wrong are incorrect. Are they going to... No, they're not going to apologize. Of course not. Of course not. So, according to the record, two sources familiar with the matter told them that the NSA found no evidence of targeting Tucker Carlson. That's like when the police investigate themselves and find themselves innocent of any wrongdoing. Yeah, there's no oversight. Yeah, right. No evidence targeting Tucker Carlson directly. Indirectly, though, is a different story. In an effort to sabotage his show. They also ruled out an incidental collection, what happens whenever someone gets in touch with a foreign intelligence target becoming monitored by the NSA. Then which is it? Either indirectly, which is or incidental collection, or directly, which was it? They can't say, well, we weren't investigating, but we also were not. What? This doesn't make any sense. However, what they do say happened was that Tucker Carlson's name was unmasked in communications between two third parties. The record's reporting established that the government officials thought it was pertinent to identify the Fox News host by name. But they really didn't, did they, identify him by name? Only when it came out that, see, they got busted, essentially in 4K, and then go, well, we told them about it, only after the jig was up. I get it. It was on the 29th of last month the NSA made a public statement denying specifically that they never monitored Tucker's electronic communications and is planning to leak them in an attempt to take his show off the air, which, this is the government, they'll do anything they want. This is their MO. It's a specific game of semantics and intent first brought forward by Tucker that the record is trying to dispel confirmations of Tucker Carlson being unmasked. And there's a statement. It says a Fox News spokesperson called the NSA's original statement deceitful. For the NSA to unmask Tucker Carlson or any other journalist attempting to secure a newsworthy interview is entirely unacceptable and raises serious questions about their activities as well as their original denial, which was wildly misleading. Yeah, they said, we're not actively investigating Tucker. Yeah, but his name came up though, and you sort of let him know afterwards that the reason you let him know afterwards is that the word got out to everyone, and then you had to make a statement out saying we're not / are investigating Tucker Carlson. But Jesus, their mental gymnastics is freaking amazing. It was earlier this month that Tucker Carlson was vindicated by Axios in confirming that his identity was unmasked by the agency and the contents of his emails leaked to at least one media outlet. Again, shouldn't the people that leaked that information, that private communications between, two parties, was leaked to a third party by the NSA? Why aren't we looking at that? Oh, that's right, the government. This is what they do. Because they always say, if you have nothing to worry about, you should just let the police or whatever government agency question you. This is why you don't do that. This is why you don't speak to the police. This is exactly case in point. Number one is why you don't talk to the police, because of this. Because they'll release whatever information to damage your credibility. Regardless of if you've done nothing wrong, well, you've got everything to lose. However, the records report seemed to be enough for Senator Marco Rubio, who told the outlet, anytime when you see something like that reported or alleged, you have to look into it. As of now, I've seen nothing, but that doesn't mean something could emerge in the future. Anybody that makes this sort of allegation publicly, you just can't ignore it. Representative Jim Jordan of Ohio, Matt Gaetz of Florida were among those calling for a probe into the NSA. Carlson allegations. Senator Rand Paul too. House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy did the same as well. Again, we all knew once he said it, if you were smart and pretty much if you're on the right side of the political spectrum, you knew that since the potatoes run and everything in the government, or his handlers most likely are running the things in the government, you knew this was going to happen. You knew stuff like this was going to come out eventually. I didn't think it was going to be this quick, but there are some mad lads that are in the alphabet agencies in the government that once they notice some of these things, they will come out and report it as such. But yeah, so are the MSM going to apologize to Tucker? No. But we all knew this was going to happen. We all knew this was the case. We all knew that perhaps even if you were so cynical, you'd say, well, they weren't looking at him. He was just talking to someone that they were looking at. And then they released his information. Why? Don't know. Other than they were trying to hurt his credibility. This is what the NSA does. This is what the CIA does. This is what the FBI does. This is what even police departments do. If they don't like you, and you haven't done anything wrong, they'll try to do some sort of smarmy, sort of backhanded shit like this to wreck your credibility or try to get you fired from a job because you dare not play footsie with them. But you notice how all the MSM agencies out there, ABC, Fox News, excuse me, not even Fox News, CBS, NBC, CNN, MSNBC, notice how they don't really have this problem right now? Why? Because they're playing footsie with the NSA. And if that doesn't trouble you, then you're probably a leftard, and I don't want nothing to do with you anyway, so go F yourself and have a nice day.